What if everything you've been told about success is backwards? Beat. What if chasing bigger teams, higher revenue, and non-stop growth is actually making work harder, not better? Imagine building a business that fits your life instead of consuming it. A business that's profitable, meaningful, and resilient, without endless expansion. That idea isn't anti-ambition. It's strategic, and it might just change how you think about work, success, and freedom. The core idea we're exploring today is simple but radical. You don't need to grow bigger to be successful. Instead of measuring success by size, more employees, more users, more revenue, this approach asks a different question. What's enough? A company of one is a business designed to stay small on purpose. It prioritizes autonomy, resilience, and sustainability over endless growth. It focuses on better systems instead of bigger teams. This philosophy challenges the standard business playbook. It says that speed, simplicity, and personal control can outperform complexity, bureaucracy, and scale. And it's not just for freelancers or solo founders. The mindset applies to anyone who wants more control over their work. Whether you run a small business or operate inside a large company as an entrepreneur. At its heart, this is about redefining success on your own terms. Let's start with the idea of staying small as a goal, not a stepping stone. One entrepreneur, Sean D'Souza, runs a highly profitable consultancy and deliberately caps his income around a set amount each year. Instead of chasing more clients, he improves what he already offers and deepens relationships with existing customers. His logic is simple. Once your needs are met, more growth often creates more stress without adding real happiness. This flips the usual mindset. Instead of, how do I grow faster? The better question becomes, how do I make what I already do work better? Now, what actually defines a company of one? 4 traits stand out: resilience, autonomy, speed, and simplicity. Resilience means you can adapt when things change. You recover quickly from setbacks because your systems are lean and flexible. Autonomy means control over your schedule, your projects, and your priorities. Speed means fewer layers of approval, faster decisions, and quicker pivots. And simplicity means stripping away anything that doesn't directly serve your customers or your goals. Leadership also looks different in a company of one. You don't need to be loud, charismatic, or constantly on. In fact, introverted leaders often thrive here. They listen more. They focus deeply. They empower others instead of dominating them. Leadership becomes less about commanding and more about serving, helping customers and collaborators succeed. It's about clarity, communication, resilience, and focus. Next comes the question of growth itself. Why do companies chase it so hard? Usually for 4 reasons: inflation, investor pressure, customer churn, and ego. But growth for growth's sake can backfire. It leads to bloated systems, diluted brands, and stressed founders. Instead of pouring energy into acquiring new users, companies of one focus on customer experience. They ask, how do we make our current customers happier? Because retaining customers is far cheaper and far more profitable than constantly chasing new ones. This leads to a powerful idea: the one customer mindset. Treat every customer as if they're your only customer. Remember their preferences. Anticipate their needs. Make them feel seen. This level of care creates loyalty, referrals, and long-term stability. When mistakes happen, and they will, transparency and accountability matter more than perfection. Trust isn't built through marketing tricks. It's built through consistency and honesty. Now let's talk about mindset. Autonomy comes with responsibility. You can't hide behind a boss, a department, or a policy. Your purpose becomes your compass. Purpose isn't just a mission statement. It's what guides your decisions when profit and values collide. Companies that align their work with clear values tend to build stronger loyalty and more sustainable profits. And here's a key distinction. Passion comes from mastery, not the other way around. You don't wait to feel inspired. You get good at something useful. Passion follows. Personality also plays a surprising role. Skills can be copied. Personality can't. Your voice, your quirks, your perspective, these are your real competitive advantages. Businesses that take a stand and express clear values attract loyal fans, even if they turn some people away. And that's not a bad thing. Trying to appeal to everyone usually means connecting deeply with no one. Scalable systems are another cornerstone. Scalability doesn't have to mean hiring more people. It can mean better automation, smarter workflows, and digital products that sell repeatedly without extra effort. Some founders grow revenue while keeping operations lean by outsourcing production and focusing only on what they do best. Others create content or tools once and sell them thousands of times. The goal isn't maximum size, it's maximum leverage. Then there's the idea of teaching everything you know. Instead of hiding your expertise, you share it openly. You explain how your product works. You educate your audience. You show them how to solve their problems, even without buying from you. This builds trust. It positions you as an authority, and it creates long-term relationships instead of short-term transactions. Trust itself becomes a growth engine. People trust recommendations from friends more than ads. Word of mouth is powerful, but only if you earn it. That means keeping promises, following up, asking for referrals. Trust doesn't require a massive budget. It requires consistency, compassion, and credibility. Finally, there's the idea of launching in tiny steps. Instead of waiting for perfection, you release something small, profitable, and useful. You get feedback. You improve. You iterate. This reduces risk and builds momentum. Profitability early on matters more than impressive growth charts. It proves your business works in the real world, not just in theory. So, what does all this mean for you? First, define what enough looks like. How much income do you actually need to live well? What kind of workload feels sustainable? Clarity here prevents you from chasing growth you don't truly want. Second, focus on systems, not size. Ask, how can I do this better with fewer moving parts? Simplify your tools. Automate what you can. Remove unnecessary steps. Third, invest in relationships. Treat customers like humans, not numbers. Listen more than you sell. Follow up. Show appreciation. Build trust intentionally. Fourth, teach what you know. Share your insights openly. Explain your process. Educate your audience instead of pressuring them. Fifth, start small and iterate fast. Launch something simple. Get real feedback. Improve continuously. Don't wait for perfection. It never arrives. Here's the big idea to remember. Success isn't about becoming the biggest. It's about becoming the best version of the business you actually want to run. A company of one isn't small thinking, it's focused thinking. It's choosing sustainability over stress, meaning over ego, and freedom over endless expansion. Define your own version of enough. Build something resilient, and let your business serve your life, not the other way around.